GÖSSNER. The work rate, astonishing. Dorina Bear just skiing her own race, not getting tempted to chase Miriam GÖSSNER. I think that's probably a wise plan with one shoot still remaining. And also, it's a tough course here in Pokljuka. Save something for the last lap, just in case you're involved in a sprint. The race leader, and looking very good indeed. 5-1 odds in most of the bookies for SOUKALOVA this morning. I think considering her personal best before yesterday was 10th place, I don't think those odds are too generous, to be honest. But she shot brilliantly yesterday, and I think the bookie's probably thinking that if she does the same again today and hits 100% of the targets, she surely can't lose. But with the speed that GÖSSNER is skiing, anything can happen in this race. And if GÖSSNER goes clear on the last shoot, she is still in with a chance. That's 10 seconds. 10 seconds she's clawed back in the last 1,700 metres. Well, that is fantastic. In fact, even better than that, that's in the last 700 metres she's clawed back 10 seconds. So Miriam GÖSSNER is still flying, despite the fact that she started that first lap so fast. One shoot still remaining in the women's pursuit. Welcome back to Pokljuka. There you see the standings after the third shoot. Very tight indeed. GÖSSNER's 4 opposite her name, indicating the number of targets that she's missed. But she is still right on the shoulder of SOUKALOVA of the Czech Republic, who has led throughout. Good skiing so far from SOUKALOVA, but she is giving away about 24, 25 seconds on each lap. And that means that if GÖSSNER shoots 4 out of 5 on the last shoot, she still has a chance of winning this one here. Dorina Bear, solid, 20 seconds the margin now, and she started 34 off the lead. So of the front 3, Dorina Bear has had the best performance so far, with one shoot remaining in the standing position. Super, they say. Well, it really is a tremendous performance by GÖSSNER. She's on the form of the season so far. It's not been a bad start to the season for GÖSSNER, but she's got so close and then thrown it away in the last shoot that I think you have to keep your fingers crossed that it doesn't go wrong for her today. But the last results have got better and better, from 23rd to 9th to 6th, and then, of course, finishing 2nd in yesterday's sprint event. So the two leaders switch positions, and Miriam GÖSSNER is going to be into the range first and shooting from lane number 1. Now a hit rate of 4 out of 5, and I think GÖSSNER will still be fairly confident that she can race down SOUKALOVA. Well, you've got to excuse her missing targets when she's working as hard as this. And it must be a difficult decision to make, because she knows that the skiing is where she's going to make up her time, and she also knows that the shooting is where she's likely to lose it. But at the moment, she has made up for 4 misses. If she hits 4, I think the money has to be on the German. If she hits 3 and SOUKALOVA goes clear, surely GÖSSNER can't close it down. Remember yesterday, GÖSSNER was chasing a gap of 17 seconds, and she closed it by 15. Well, that's good news for GÖSSNER. If she hits one more out of the remaining 2, she's thrown number 4 wide. This last shot is crucial. Down it goes, and SOUKALOVA still has a target to clear. So GÖSSNER heading for the penalty loop just once round on this occasion. 150 metres, and away goes SOUKALOVA, looking for a second victory in 2 days. But she's going to have to produce the ski of her season if she wants to hold off GÖSSNER, who is already halfway round the penalty loop. Dorina Bear clears as 5. Great shooting from her, and she hits 19 out of 20 on the day, but Soukalova has hit all 20. Out goes DORIN GER, so France move into second place. GÖSSNER, 15.8. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so close. So close. Well, GÖSSNER closed 20 seconds on Soukalova on the last lap. This time she's only got 15.8, but she just hasn't eased up at any stage of this race. And if Soukalova has saved something for the final lap, maybe she can secure her second victory. The chasers are behind, and they have both sight and sound. That will be vitally important for GÖSSNER. She can see exactly what she's got to do and can pace herself all the way round. Now there's a big climb out of the stadium, and expect to see GÖSSNER close down quite a lot of the time over that section. If Soukalova can get to the top of the climb and still have a gap of some 7-8 seconds, she might stand a chance. Well, you can see the contrast. GÖSSNER's tempo is some 50% higher than either Soukalova or DORIN GER. It's a fine performance, and I think if she does win this one, it will not be the only victory she gets in her career. I think this is just the start of it, because she really is a talent. Soukalova needs some support out there. It's pretty quiet in the woods. Most of the teams have gathered around the stadium, and the reason being that the weather has been absolutely atrocious today, and whenever they don't have to be out on the tracks, they're heading for the tent just to get warm and dry. DORIN GER, she's not going to threaten for the win, but will certainly produce a fight if anyone threatens to take away her third place. Well, we haven't seen much of those behind. I can tell you that Veronika VITKOVA has had a fantastic run. She's hit 20 out of 20 and is starting to make moves. We've also seen good shooting performances from SKARDINO, who hit the first 15. Just trying to find out how she got on in the latter stages. SKARDINO missed one, in fact. And Olena PIDHRUSHNA has hit all 20, so she's moved up the rankings significantly, having started 26th. Olena PIDHRUSHNA is looking as though she may well finish in the top 5. Well, 26, there is PIDHRUSHNA in the blue and yellow, and she's currently lying in 5th place, tucked in behind Veronika VITKOVA, who also hit 20 out of 20 today. Andrea Henkel, not a bad performance from Andrea Henkel. 0-1-2-1. In fact, I take that back. She shouldn't be missing 4. Someone of her experience knows the importance of the shooting in the pursuit race. 9.2 seconds the margin between 1 and 2, having started this lap 15.8 apart. So good work from GÖSSNER. I think that was indicating, Thomas Koss indicating that his charge might finish first or second. She will finish first or second. It's a question of which one. Oh, and here comes the move from 9 seconds. She's closed those 9 seconds in the last 400 meters. This is astonishing, absolutely astonishing. Now we're going to find out what Soukalova is made of. Can she hang on in there behind the German? Well, she's making a go of it, and all credit to her for that. Through 9.4, 600 meters to go. 600 meters for Soukalova to hang on and see if she can produce some sort of a sprint into the finish. It's not a long straight, to be honest. There's a downhill drop with a right-hand turn into the finish here in Pokljuka, and then that gives you about 120, 130 meters to produce an overtaking maneuver. I think that's going to be very, very difficult. First into the stadium has a massive advantage. Well, still just about a second between the two leaders. A little unsteady on the downhill there from Miriam GÖSSNER, and that's allowed SOUKALOVA to close the gap down again. She needs to tuck in behind the German. She's done that nicely. Good work. And I think SOUKALOVA has some good skis on her feet today, because otherwise that wouldn't have been possible. But Miriam GÖSSNER is not giving up on this one. She desperately wants that first win. 4 times she's finished in second place in the World Cups in her short career. 500 metres to go, and it is still Germany. Despite the fact that GÖSSNER has missed 5 targets today, has SOUKALOVA got anything left to mount a charge? It doesn't look like it. GÖSSNER stays low and doesn't even use the poles for the last 500-metre sprint. She takes her first ever win, and SOUKALOVA rounds off what has been a brilliant 2 days. First yesterday, second today. What a race. But that just shows you that if you can ski a bit, you can afford to miss a few targets. Who would have thought she could miss 5 and still take the win? DORIN, well, she's been in the sunshine recently, putting in some altitude training, and 3rd place. I think she'll be pretty happy with that. Her shooting record, 0-1-0-0. Had DORIN gone clear, she would, without a doubt, have been involved in that sprint for the line. Excited moments for Miriam GÖSSNER, and why not? Well, here's the performance of the day. I think GÖSSNER aside, because PIDHRUSHNA of the Ukraine started number 26, and she started 1 minute 19 behind the leaders, so she's gained time and she's shot the perfect score. So a really good race from PIDHRUSHNA, and VITKOVA also shooting. So 3 of the top 5 hitting the perfect 20 today, and there's no way the men have matched that in a pursuit for a long time. So all credit to the women. SKARDINO gets 6th, 7th to Andrea HENKEL, so SEMERENKO 8th, and picks up more World Cup points than BERGER from 28th all the way up into 9th position, so she picks up 32 World Cup points. Well, GÖSSNER the win, her first ever. It was always in the pipeline. 7.5% quicker than SOUKALOVA, who she beat to the line. That is the amount of advantage she gains across the snow. Memories of Magdalena Neuner. I wonder what Miriam GÖSSNER's confidence is going to be like next time out, and that will be in 24 hours' time for the women's mass start. Can she make it 2 out of 2? Uwe Musigang must be delighted. SOUKALOVA, her personal best before yesterday was 10th. She's had a 1st and a 2nd in 2 races. And credit to DORIN of France. She started 34 seconds off the pace and gets her 5th podium finish today. She hasn't had a win as yet, but the 3rd place and a bag full of World Cup points will certainly keep her happy.